Hi, and welcome to Patreon. This is the first post with a update of a plugin that we make on Patreon. So that's cool. And the plugin that we are working with right now, which is almost finished, but we're gonna release it on Patreon as it is. It works perfectly. It's just some graphics that we need to fix. It looks like this. So it's Skyline 2.0. It's our multi-band image editor, stereo image editor. And what we discovered with a former version is that when you played a kick or tom, something with both transients and low frequencies, you often got and they were played solo or more for themselves or with less sounds around them, you had artifacts that didn't sound that good, and I'm gonna play you that. So I hit play here, it's just a kick going. And yeah, put your headphones on. So I play it again. Without. So that doesn't sound really good when you want a really dry kick. And sure, you could automate the plugin, but it's better if you can handle that in the plugin in itself, so you don't have to automate it. So we added a transient engine that will find the transients, and if it's a problematic transient, it will remove the effect at the transient and keep it after that. So we'll start to raise that until we see this LED start to lit up when the kick hits. There we go. Let's do that with all the bands. So and it's connected to the spread feature, so it's just the spread feature. The other controls works exactly like it did before. So now I have maxed the spread settings on all bands. And as you can hear, the artifacts are way less, and I max it out. You shouldn't do that, but I do that for demo purposes. We also added a delta button, so you can hear what the plugin adds to the signal. So it removes the dry signal and just plays what Skyline does with the audio. So we're gonna hit that. So this is what's added right now, and if we remove the transient filter, it sounds like that. I'm going to change some other settings here. Let's max out on the width, and let's pan things a little like that. Maybe add some gain to the midband. And a bypass. So it's subtle, but you hear it in headphones, you definitely hear it. If you have speakers, it depends on your setup, if you can hear it or not. And we also added a smear function, so you can smear the transients even further. So let's start with the transients way down, and we start to use the smear. And you can hear that it starts to sound more like a reverb. I'm gonna put it in delta mode and use the smear as well. And let's just use the midband. Let's solo. I don't know if solo works in Delta mode. Whatever. Oh, let's try it. That's another issue I need to address. Delta mode doesn't work in solo mode. Okay. Let's do it without the delta, or let's do it like this. We reset, or we reset everything. Just use the midband to demo. Here we go. So it's in delta mode, and I maxed the spread, and we smear. Okay, let's remove delta mode. Let's put the transient filter back, and let's smear. Then it's really subtle. Okay, let's listen with some more drums. It's not a music, but it's a loop, drum loop with a little more, some claps and stuff in it, just to hear how it sounds in a more complex setting. Okay, I overdone it, so I'm gonna use the dry wet control to back off a little bit. That's Skyline 2.0, and it's available on Patreon right now. So download it. On Patreon there are no installers, or sometimes there are, but not in this case. It's just the raw files. So remember that you have to install it yourself. You have to place either the DLL file if it's a VST2 32-bit, or the folder if it's a 64-bit and VST3 or audio unit. So that's it. Hope you like it.